Conker's Bad Fur Day is a video game developed by Rare for the Nintendo 64 in 2001. Gameplay in the single-player mode, the player takes on the role of Conker and plays the game in a free roaming environment. Conker can jump while crouching to gain high vertical distance, as well as jump more than twice his height in any direction. Conker can also spin his tail around quickly like a helicopter for a few seconds. Rather than give it an official-sounding name, as is the unofficial tradition in the video game business, Conker just calls it the helicopter-y tail thingy. This allows him to jump a little higher, navigate in the air to accurately land, and slow his descent if he is far up from the ground. After a few seconds, the tail slows down, and he drops and is not able to do it again until he has landed and jumped again. Besides this, he has few other physical powers. He can swim underwater for a while until he runs out of breath, jog indefinitely and not get tired, and is strong enough to push heavy objects, which in one of the later levels are the big guy's testicles. Conker can eat pieces of anti-gravity chocolate to regain lost health. His life bar is represented by 6 square chocolate bars. In a parody of similar platforms with unexplained floating pickups throughout levels, they were originally created by Professor von Krippelspack, but he threw them out the castle window when he started a new project. Conker can carry 6 blocks of chocolate health at maximum capacity. There are 2 types of chocolate, regenerative chocolate and one-time chocolate. Regenerative chocolate reappears 10 seconds after being eaten. One-time chocolate disappears after eaten, and doesn't reappear until Conker re-enters the game world. Anti-gravity chocolate does not provide protection against certain things, such as falls from especially high heights, being hit by spinning blades, or being dismembered in the grinder of Count Batula's mansion. However, it does protect against being hit with a heavy object from above, such as a large dollop of feces from the Great Mighty Pooh. Conker has a limited number of lives. The ability to do this in the context of the game is explained in a cut scene the first time that Conker dies. According to Greg the Grim Reaper, squirrels have as many lives as they think they can get away with, similar to cats, which Greg is willing to grant Conker another chance if he picks up squirrel tails. Context-sensitive zones allow Conker to do things he could not normally do. He usually pulls a far too big thing out of his far too small pocket, although sometimes he turns into an anvil and slams into the ground. Zones under beer kegs can give him drunken abilities as well. For instance, he is able to stagger around and urinate on fire imps and rock people. Although most zones only work once, some can be used more than once, or even indefinitely. However, most of the context zones lose their purpose after being utilized, even if they are continuously usable. These context-sensitive areas usually take the form of B button pads, and sometimes activate while Conker is in midair. However, they are always activated by a press of the B button. A light bulb appears over Conker's head when he is in a context-sensitive zone. Gameplay in Conker's Bad Fur Day features parodies of various movies and games, such as A Clockwork Orange, The Terminator, The Wizard of Oz, Star Wars, Saving Private Ryan, Reservoir Dogs, and Super Mario 64. The game has a lot of strong language in it, but only censors a few words, with the subtitles of the speech containing the word being red flashing symbols, like skulls, spirals and lightning. More words are censored in the Xbox remake, most notably, shit.